just take a second and ground yourself. Really ground yourself. You can use our app Pocket Sound Bath if you need to, but ground yourself in the moment. Because today, I really want to take a long talk about purpose and how to find it and how to make that a theme throughout your life. Visionary leaders, tune in. Today's episode of Ignition Zones is sure to take a deep dive because I am putting my man, Mr. Don, don't talk, don't listen.
It's kind of like
producer.
It's Don talk, Don listen. Don don't listen. So it was a play on a lot of different things.
Yes,
so.
I'm putting him on the spot today because you know what? I just had a powerful week and I was in here telling him about my week. And I was like, it's so many visionary leaders that I see. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, do you imagine what the stream could be? And they're looking at me like I'm crazy. They're just like, what are you seeing? What are you noticing? And I'm like, I see with rose-colored glasses because I'm a visionary architect. I can see the vision and the passion because I know money follows those things that are set in place. And a lot of times when we go through life, we don't see what others see or how other people see us. So we have to kind of borrow it a little bit. But let me show you a hack that can have you truncate what could be a self-discovery path that could take years and years and years, and how to do it in a 30-minute episode. Do you think we can do that today, Don?
Yeah, I think we definitely can get it done. We kind of had a premise of this conversation before, so we're going to get really deep into it.
Yes.
Real deep dive.
And how are we going to get deep? And I tell him when they talk about AI agents, and AI agents are agents that operate on your behalf. So I've given my AI so much information about me in regards to my business strategy. It knows me. So, and chat is what I'm referring to specifically. It knows a lot of the deals. It helps me to strategize. And if you ask it this one question, it changes everything. And Don, he's agreed to let me ask the question. And he's going to talk to his chat and he's going to give me the information that what his chat says, and he's going to send it to me. And I'm going to show him how you can pull together and find your life's purpose and mission and have the tools to then walk away and do something with it to generate income. Not just pie in the sky, not just great motivation, but we're actually going to do the tools. Don, are you ready?
No, not at all. I'm not ready at all.
Well, that's good. That's actually better. That's actually better that you're not ready. So can you do me a favor? Do you have your chat up? Pull up a new chat on. We're going to be using Chat GPT today on API's platform. Okay. I mean, on OpenAI's platform. We're going to be using chat today for the sake of the conversation because AI can encompass so many different programs.
Well, technically, can I give you the phone? Because you can ask the question, technically.
Oh, yes.
Because you could technically just ask.
But I like you to see the answer, though.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because it feels like reading somebody's diary.
Okay, that's cool.
Like, you.
I'm cool with... My diary is about to be shown to your whole entire audience. So let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. So ask it, hey, using all of the information you know about me and have ever known.
Asking all the information.
Oh, you speaking to it. I need. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So
asking all the information about me that you have ever known.
I can let you ask, and then I'll come back and I'll go back and read it.
Okay.
So here we go. It's already ready.
Okay. So. Okay. Using all of the information about me that you have ever known, can you create for me a Johari window? Have you ever heard of a Johari window?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
You want me to read it? Yes. You want me to read it? Or?
So there are 4 parts to Johari window. Johari window is a look inside of your soul. It's what you are not saying. It's the subconscious part of you. Johari window breaks your life into 4 quadrants. One of them being a part about you that you know and everybody knows about you. We all know, Don, don't talk, you don't listen. We all know that. Okay, that's I know, right? But then there's a segment that I know that you don't. I know, but you don't.
Hold on, you or Johari?
I know. It's a part that I see in you.
Okay.
The Johari window is this framework.
Okay.
But there is a part, it's a 4-part framework.
It broke it down.
Yep.
It even broke down. Yeah, there's a 4-part.
Can you read the 4 parts? Take me to the window.
It says...
The part that we all see.
Well, it gave me the four, like it gave me the breakdown of the four.
So the first one is the part that you see, I
open
see.
area, known to you and others.
Yes.
Blind spot, unknown to you, but seen by others.
Yes, that's the part I was saying. I know, but you don't.
Hidden area, known to you, but not shared publicly.
So that's you know, I don't.
And then the unknown area is unknown to both of us.
Yes. Yes. That's the part that changes everything. Do you want to read what yours says?
I mean, I was okay with sending you all of it. You want me to send you the whole?
Well, no, you're still going to send it to me,
Okay.
but just for the sake of the conversation.
Which one do you want me to read?
The unknown that you don't know and I don't know.
So that would be 4. So let's go down. Let's go down to 4.
Okay, so what he's explaining, the Johari window breaks down those 4 elements that you just said. It's a window. It's a framework of a window into your life. Personal development hones in on this because everybody knows the part that you know, I know, everybody knows that, right? But we can all show up in mask. So that's why it talks about the part that you don't know that I see, and you don't even know that I see it. And then the part that you think you are there and others don't see it. Okay, so
I'm reading it and it's just
Okay.
It's a little things neither you nor others fully know yet.
Mm-hmm.
These are the future potential based on your patterns. Media platform builder. Don Talk Listen could be evolved into a major culture media platform similar to Network Spotlight, entrepreneurs, creative, and builders.
Mm-hmm.
Educational ecosystem creator. I don't even know what that means.
Well, ask it. That's one of the things you could be like.
You're already creating framework XOPs naturally. You may eventually build courses, tool sets, systems, teaching people how to document and monetize their network.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that what we're doing here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally the thought in my head.
Have you ever articulated it like that?
No. I was actually talking to one of my engineers about like, bro, he said something and I was like, no, bro, this is literally what I'm trying to tell everybody. This was my idea of somebody who actually knows how to do the thing and we can kind of just help push the idea. So this is crazy. Yeah.
Okay, so great. That was inspiring. I'm going to give you a second to read that, and I need you to copy that actually and send it over to me, and I'm going to do something with it.
All right, so we're going to copy the entire thing?
Yes. So even if you go down to the bottom, you'll see where you can copy, copy the entire thread and just paste that over here. This is what I mean by AI agent, because if I would have asked him these questions, it would have taken probably a self-discovery lifetime. I need to cut through all that and let's get straight to it. Ask about the Johari window, because what themes do you feel like it pulled that if I would have tried to ask you, I don't know if I would have gotten to the depths in the time that we need.
Except that I just said it to you and it should have went to, or maybe it didn't. No, it didn't. It went to your phone. I see right here. I think originally I would have directly tried to speak to everything. Like I would have went to what I do with the Construction Kings. I would have probably talked about what I did with the Success Center. I probably would have talked about the fashion show. I probably would have talked about all that I do versus who I am.
Because even with that, though, there is a common denominator. Because I was good at math, and there's always a common denominator. And there's a thread through there, which is why I like the Johari window, because it finds that common thread, whereas sometimes you may be like, I need to monetize it. And when you try to monetize a dream, it can go, because it's like, now it's no longer a dream because I'm doing it for money. Versus if that's your now come from for everything that you do and it's now your life's purpose and theme. Like when I got clear on this, my life's purpose and theme is that I create memorable, magical moments that allow people to experience their highest version of self. That is my life theme. Now, in everything that I do in entrepreneurship, I bring that with me. In all of these things, I bring me to show up to whatever that is that creates these memorable, magical moments. Like last night when I'm hosting Felicity for Fulton County, and she's doing this amazing community and civic event that reaches, I mean, she's a global icon that she's reaching so many people across the globe, and to be there working and representing for that space and what she created, like, wow, she really took a thought and it came to life. Like, you don't know who else's life is waiting on you to show up and be. And that's one of the things that I got real clear on. Like, how do you show up? And understanding how you see yourself, how others see you. Did anything pop open, you feel like?
As far as I didn't read the other ones. So are you saying how did I feel as reading that fourth one, The Unknown? I've heard in the past people say like media is my calling. Like shout out to a couple mentors who was calling me media mogul. That was like a nickname people gave me, was like media mogul. Didn't never know what that meant or how that actually could like be put all together. But I didn't necessarily, I ain't gonna say I didn't see it. It's more so like I haven't believed it. And I think that's been one of the things. Like even I had a video go viral and everybody was like, I'm super excited about it. And everybody who I tried to tell was like, you didn't know that was gonna happen? Like, I was just like, be more excited about it. It was like, oh no, that was supposed to happen. Like, now what? Like, what you gonna do now? So like we already knew once you get started it was gonna be that, and I didn't see that. So I don't know. I'm really ready to read more. Like I really want to just sit the phone down and read the rest of this.
Oh yeah.
I think that's gonna be a great moment.
Ask it to clarify. You had a question about one of the things that it said. Ask it to clarify that. What you said?
Ecosystem.
Yeah. Okay, so ecosystem. Oh my gosh, I love a good ecosystem because the first thing that you will say, or do you mind explaining more of where you are right now in your life as far as transition? Like, are you expanding? Are you kind of like, I'm trying to figure out where to go? You know what's next, and you're already on the path. Where are you kind of in that space?
Honestly, I would say I'm on the new discovery of like who I am.
Okay.
I was really big on, years ago doing Project Breakthrough, really finding myself, where I felt like I had really found myself. And then some things happened, and then those practices got tested. And I was getting back to those practices. So I would say right now I'm in the stages of getting back to my disciplines in this new phase.
Okay.
And I feel like that will really grow me in this space, like getting back to a certain discipline.
Okay.
To be able to help me understand what am I really supposed to be doing.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. What date do you have set for something coming up of that you're doing or expanding or whatever?
What date do I have set for anything?
Yeah, what's the date coming up that you have something big set? Like, oh, I'm doing this or I'm doing that. Okay, so for one, if anybody wants to know how to get started and how we can change, and right now we're about to walk away with something, give me a date. Give me a date. This year.
I don't know exactly what I want to change.
I know, but just give me a date.
Give you a date.
Just give me a date.
I'm going to say June 6th.
June 6th. Okay. Today is March, whatever, but we're going to say June 6th. Yeah. You said, is that a Monday, Wednesday?
I don't know.
June 6th. Okay.
It's my dad's birthday.
Oh, nice.
I just chose the first date of person.
So then for the sake of this, just to be fair, I'll choose like June 11th.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
okay.
6/11.
That way give you space. But I do like this. You said June 6th?
Yeah, I just like it because it's 6/26.
So we got to stick with 6/6.
It's 2 6s on 26.
So then now you just said it's your dad's birthday. Yeah. So now that just gave you legacy and purpose and the reason that's going to connect you to this date.
Yeah, it's the first person that kind of came to my mind.
Okay.
About accomplishing something. I'm going to say that.
Okay. So if we go on my 3-part formula, and I'm trying to calm down because I'm getting really excited about what this is going to be. Yes. I'm sorry.
Let's go back. We got to show. Let's go. What's going on. So let's start back over. Let's go back.
Yes, let's go back. So you sent me your notes of what Chad gave you for the Johari window.
Sorry, we got super caught up in the actual moment of it. So go back and show exactly what you did.
Okay, so
you pulled it from notes.
Yes, so I pulled it from notes and I put it into Chat GPT.
Okay.
So yes, Claude, we're gonna transfer it to Claude, but like I said,
did you prompt it at all?
Well, yes. Okay, so I need to confirm that. Okay. So I do use chat to strategize because going through AIs are like going to the arcade world where you're just like, okay, I have all of these tokens. Where do I use them? So chat is going to run through your tokens slower based on my plans. Claude is another AI that I use. I love Claude, but Claude is going to run through your coins faster. So I do a lot more of my conversation on chat to get the strategy. Then I bring them to Claude. And then a lot of times when you use these other platforms that have free, right? Because you're probably running through your free credits. Like, I just asked it 6 questions and it's, I got to wait till tomorrow. Well, that's how, if I know I only got 6 questions to ask, I'm going to spend it on chat. And I'm going to ask all the dumb little small questions so that it gets me more strategy when I go over to the other platforms that cost more. They're amazing. They're beautiful, but I can go in there more targeted now. Like I can get my idea to go in one wave versus over time. So what I did was got Don's Johari window. And based on the Johari window, it breaks down the open areas of your life. That is what's known to you and it's known to others. Then it breaks down the blind spot in your life that is unknown to you, but seen by others. So for example, and not to say that this is the case, but this is where no, this is not you. I'm just expressing what a blind spot is. This is not you. So let's say, for example, I'm going to a networking event and my breath stinks. It's unknown to me, but it may be seen by others. That's all I'm saying. It's not related to you, but I wanted to try to show what blind spot. I don't know that I'm running around talking, but it's seen by others. You know that person you seen, everybody looking like, giving the eye like, Yeah, that's the blind spot. They also I got to do, like, hey, to get a blind spot, just give them a minute and keep moving. Like, oh, great, they had something powerful to say. It's just probably that time. They just finished eating something crazy. Hidden area. It's known to you, but not shared publicly. So, like, yes, it took me a hell of a ride to go through my birthing story, but now we're here. I know that. People in my personal private life know that. You don't know that. So that's what it means. Like, it's a hidden area. It is known to you, but it's not shared publicly. So there are some things about my life that don't always get shared publicly, but then, you know, there's some things you can Google and it's like, hey, and have at it. But then there's an unknown area. And while so much of the pie you feel is spent on all of that, that's probably like if we had 100% pie, all those things 1 through 3 is probably only 10% or less. 90% of the things that are guiding you and your life, that's why books like The 4 Agreements are very key and pivotal, because the unknown to you and unknown to others, but those are really the things that are guiding your life. That's why you got to sift through them. Like, what operating system am I coming from? Because the second you say that you can't, I can show you 10 ways that say that you can. And that's why you always want to dig into this 4-part when it comes to anybody trying to figure out life. What am I doing? Now understand what are the things that are governing me and the decisions that I'm making each day. And for anybody who's taught to chat for any amount of time, it's going to be able to do a good read of a Johari window. Because you said it hit, right?
Oh, no, that was... It's like, dang, how much information have I gave you? Like, even if you read the last sentence, it even says like who I work, not whatever one you were just looking at. I was just reading it. It even said like how I work with the Construction Kings. Like, it brought up what I thought about.
Exactly, everything. That's how you see what I mean by an agent that represents you, because it's not going to tell me as deep as I need to go this fast.
Yeah, because I would have tried to explain those things,
and I wouldn't have been able to get there.
Yeah, and I was trying to like, oh, this is what I do for them. No, that didn't matter. Mm-hmm. It was just, okay, what did he say? So I think that's...
Because what happens is your brain is going to try to figure out what I'm figuring out, and it's not even that.
Andre Norman told me that you're trying to answer a question to make me agree with you or be okay with you.
Yeah, yeah. And so that's why I want the agent, because the agent is not thinking about that. It's just going to give me the data.
For sure.
And that's why I was like, so what I mean by agent is I was able to prompt him with a question for him to ask his AI to give me a summary of some of the things that I want to help bring this conversation to life in a quicker amount of time. Now, I started a self-discovery program in 2015. So I've been on a self-discovery journey in the dark night of the soul and like all of these things I've been working through since 2015. So how do I get someone now in this day and time to go through what I went through? What is that? 2015 is how many years ago? Yeah, how many ever years ago that is? Is that long ago? And I want to truncate that process, and things like what is my Johari window give you insight into that, because it now peels off into who you get to be, your theme. Let's go right here. It says your personal archetype map. Based on everything I know about you, you actually operate in 3 rare roles at once, and understand them completely reshape how you position, done, talk, listen, and your brand. It honestly is one of the most interesting profiles I've seen. Wow. That's impressive.
That's scary.
So look, it says here. So chat gives me the move. It's like, hey, here's the move. Let's create the Dealmaker pilot. Me have to come up with another name, because I think it's probably fusing it with me.
Yeah. So
we need to come up with another name. But let's say it's a pilot program. Okay. So I'm gonna say, and here's the flex.
How do you change? So in that manner right now, you said you're about to change. What are you gonna do right now to not distract it, but keep it along lines of what we're talking?
I'm gonna add to the prompt to be like, hey, let's make sure we keep everything separate.
Are you going to be as like intentional?
He's a
okay, there you go.
Client of Ignition Zones, because this is what I do to visionary leaders. I literally can go in and talk to them. I have a different way of asking their Johari window. When you work with me, I'll ask. I can tell you your 3 proudest moments. If I don't have access to your Johari window, I'll take you through your 3 proudest moments. And I mean, we go through them. Not like, oh, great. I'm happy that somebody else, gave me a dove and I'm happy. No, take me to the moment. Like, for example, if it's graduation, right? The graduation from some program. Take me to the moment where you didn't think you were going to graduate. And you graduated like that. Take me to your 3 proudest moments. Because what you'll start to find, because I want you to think about the moment. Take me to the marketplace you were in when you found out the news at this store on this aisle that you got something that you've been wanting. And it was the point of inflection is what it's called. When velocity shifts directions. So velocity is the speed going in one direction. And then you forced into another direction, right? But before you shift directions, because all speed is going here, it's called an inflection point of what happens here that changes. This is the inflection point, is what you get to create in these moments of what you get to be intentional about. And understanding your superpower, you'll see at each inflection moment where everything changed, because the beauty we have about 2020 vision is that you can look back and you can see what happened. But you got to go back at the moment that things change, that inflection point. And that's what I'm wanting to get into with Ignition Zones, because when you are very keen on what that inflection point is in your life, you can start being intentional about it, shift directions, and now you're soaring into ways and avenues you never thought possible. And you want to truncate that time. Having conversations with chat and AI help to do just that, so that you don't have to keep spinning your wheels for days and days and years. Because I told Don that by the end of this episode, he'd be able to walk away with something tangible. So it's not just pie in the sky, not just, oh, I think and I feel, but you can walk away with something tangible. Because I bet you probably don't even know what you want to walk away with, but I guarantee you we about to get here, because this is what I do with my clients. I really just took you through the discovery phase. The discovery phase is what allows you to throw up, get it out there, put it all out on the line, and then you can reel it back in to say, okay, what are we designing with this? Now that I know the key of what my life is about, my purpose, no matter what, Don shows up to wherever you go. So no matter what avenue it is, it's a piece of you that's going in that space. Now you're understanding what that is, the gem in it. Now you can position it for value. Whew, I know that was a lot of information. My visionary leaders, come close, come close. I know. You feel like nobody hears you. I do. And sometimes you just need that pilot light click back on. That's what we do at Spark. It's my program. Check it out, ignitionzones.com. Spark will come give you that energy that you need to get back out there and get to it. Because I know you've been thinking about that deal and that dream. It's time to get to it. Let's go.
Sidebar, do you think people are going to DM you their Johari fix?
I would love people. You should DM me your Johari window. I want to see, because that would be so interesting. I can learn so much about you from your Johari window. That would be so dope. DM me your Johari window.
Yeah, because I want to put it in the comments. We ain't gonna put everybody else's business out in the comments. So are we going back to the screen?
Yes.
Are you showing us something?
Yes, we can go back to the screen. You asked how am I going to change it? I'm going to keep prompting it. So the beauty in AI and chat is that I can go back and forth with it, and it's going to remember over the conversation. It's not going to, like every time I go to Google, you always have to start the search over every single time. It may remember your past questions or history, but it's not going to string it along in a coherent thought. Chat GPT and AI string it together in a thought that we can process and build strategy.
It's a conversation versus just a search engine.
Yes. Yes. So it makes it interactive versus just one way. So I can tell it like, hey, you got a few things wrong. Now, this is where you add up the tokens, because every time I hit enter, it's going to eat my tokens.
For sure.
Okay.
Did you abbreviate Maker?
No, Maker is my my thing.
I just see MKR.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's so deal maker. Yeah, it's MKR.
Okay, that's fire. I just never said. I was like, that's super.
But it will be his own thing. So what I'm going to do, though, you gave me a date of June 6th, which I think will make this even more spectacular. Because remember I said it's about you going along here in the moment of inflection. So what happens is where people think it's about inspiration, because they're like, well, I'm just going along here. I don't know when, where, or how I'm going to change directions. Setting the date pinpoints the place in which the shift will happen. You could have given me any date. The shift can happen at any time, because there's a such thing called Parkinson's law. And Parkinson's law is the time you think it takes to do the thing is the time it takes to do the thing. So if you think it takes until June to do this, and that's fine, we'll stick with that. That's how long. You're saying, okay, the inflection point that things need to shift, June 6th. And that's fine, because there's a lot of things that we probably need to do to get ready for the day. So it's completely okay. But understand that if you would have said next year, 10 years from now, or any other thing, it would have been going on the trajectory of what you said. So just know that. Anybody who's on, I was in a room last night of civic leaders, community leaders, and they were all in there. And I was like, who all has a dream? And everybody, I got a dream. Okay, okay, let's go. We all got dreams. Okay, cool. How long has that been a dream? Did y'all just come up with this dream tonight? And they're like, no. They're so excited. And I'm like, how long you been thinking about that dream? More than this today. And I was like, for months, for years, and for some decades. Decades they've been thinking about, imagine thinking about something right now and be like, I'm going to do it in 2048. How you think you look? But that's what life is. That's what you're doing. You giving your dream to 2048 because you're not putting no wheels to the dream. One of the things I like about AI, it helps me to come up with what's called an MVP. MVP is, it may not look like today what I want it to look like June 6th. But here is the minimum viable product that I can do right now to see if there's even any interest or worth it to work towards June 6, 2026. But you want to know what the average person does? The average person, like I mentioned, I asked, did you have a date set up? They're probably going to wait for the clarification of what I'm about to show you to set the date. They're going to, like, once I get all of those things together, then I'm going to set my date.
No, for sure.
But what I'm saying is set the date first. Set the date now. Because now you start the linchpin of the events that can lead up to the moment of inflection. Because now when you get this, it pop off like popcorn and be like pop, 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 pop. And next thing you know, you're going to be telling me, that's why I was like, it's even more special that this will be your dad's birthday. Because the next thing you know, you're going to be telling me all the connections, all the things, everything that came right now in this moment just for this thing to happen. I see now what they say, where we're all winners. Because when you understand what all it takes, how many sperm have to go through the uterus to get implanted by the egg, and when you understand all of those numbers, you see that we all are winners. It took a lot to get to that inflection point. That's the same with you. Everything our ancestors went through. Now, some people in the story like to start when we were slaves. I like to start before then, when we were kings and queens. When we were kings and queens. When we were running it. I like those moments because that's an inflection point in my life, that everything it took me to get here, now here's the shift and the change, and we get to go in a different direction. We get to change everything. So if you are in your life as a visionary leader and it's like, I don't know how, I don't know what, if you don't take your ass to chat right now, like we're about to do, so that you can take it from pie in the sky to strategy and let me get the minimum viable product so that we can walk out here today with something tangible, something in your hands that you can touch, feel, and see. Let's go. Okay, what else do we need to create and correct? So we got June 6th is going to be the graduation to something. I don't know what. I don't know. Do you know? No. I have no clue.
I didn't even know we were doing this. We didn't even talk about this before the show today. This is.
But June 6th, which is a special day to you, and hopefully that will keep you tied to the day and the moment. That's why I love these things when they're special. Because that's going to be the thing that when in April, you're just like, oh no, what did I just do? That's going to be the thing in April. You'll be like, oh no, I'm doing this for that.
No, for sure.
And we don't even know what we're committing to.
No, I'm committed to it though. I'm like, I don't even know why I'm so committed to it, but I know I'm committed to whatever is about to be spit out. One, because I feel like I'm a true manifestation master. Two, I know the energy that me and you conduct when we get around each other. So I know whatever this is about to be is going to be their thing. So I'm really looking forward to this outcome.
So it created the Dawn Talk. Oh. Okay. So it created from documentation to platform. Help you to activate your role as a connector, cultural documentation, and platform builder. So we need you to do a pilot program, and June 6th will be your graduation of the pilot program. What day? Can we see what day June 6th is? And so it breaks it down into, here's the structure. You're going to do the first week is just going to be, hey, we're going to identify and work through your Johari window, the outcome, a clear statement. And it's saying for you to take other people through their Johari window.
It was wild because that's literally the first thought that came to mind.
What?
To how many people did I work with that need to go through that process? That was literally my first thought. And it's a Saturday.
And so can't plan it. Can't plan it.
I promise you I didn't look at that date.
Can't plan it. Can't plan it. Now we need to go ask Dave, is that available?
We'll make it available. It's me.
There you go.
It's me.
There you go. So now it comes to run a show. Now when you be like, cool, what am I doing? This is what we plan out. So this is your program. It's gonna take you through phase 1 here, discover the client, who they are. Phase 2, what are they building? It's taking you through my program, my process in your program. Does that make sense?
No, it makes a lot of sense.
So the discovery, you're gonna discover from them.
Technically, you were my first client, so I can even see how I can put your I can see how this is. Yeah. So I definitely see, I'm literally looking at this and looking at you and seeing how it would have you feel this out.
Yeah.
Or Silver or Jean. I can already see it's already there.
Okay. You just wait.
Just wait.
So phase 2, this is where, okay, cool. There are 3 pillars, emerge. You design the ecosystem. And ecosystem is really, I call it my deal maker formula. But really, that's ecosystem. Ecosystem is somebody in each of those things. Okay. It's like understanding, go to the grocery store. You may pull lettuce or cabbage from the ground, and then you go to cook it and be like, it has no flavor. So you would go to the grocery store to get onions. Cool, it's your lettuce. Cabbage. It's your cabbage. But you go to the store to get, okay, cool. If I run out of onions, let me go get an onion. Let me go get a bell pepper. Let me go get some garlic powder. You go to the store and grab those things, right? Because it's already there.
A lot of people love that garlic powder and that garlic.
I tell you, 90% of my meals come with onion and bell pepper and garlic powder. If you go eat anything from me, unless it's grits, it's going to have bell pepper, onion, and garlic powder. But you knew where to go, right? You went to the grocery store. You just went to the grocery store, you picked it up, and you went back home and you kept cooking.
For sure.
That's the same thing of having an ecosystem. Okay. When you get stalled at a problem, because you are going to get stalled, but if you know where to tap in to go get the bell pepper, to go get the onion, then you can solve any problem. That's why when somebody come to you about capital, you're like, oh, I was just emailing Buddy Rowe, and he got 100,000 he got to get rid of by the end of the year. And you're like, oh, that's the power of an ecosystem.
Completely understood.
So you help people develop their own ecosystems. You now have your own grocery store that you can pick from when you got your cabbage. That's you. They sell cabbage at the grocery store, cool, but your cabbage is yours.
For sure.
But you enhance it with the onions, the bell pepper, and
the onion powder.
The garlic powder.
Garlic powder.
So you need your sauce. You need, if I know I run out, and you're going to run out, you're not going to have enough onions. You're going to need more. You know where to go. You can easy go pull. How easy is it to go run to Publix when you know you run to Publix? But imagine if you didn't know that grocery stores had what you needed.
You wouldn't even know where to go.
You drive by every day, but I didn't even know it had all that stuff inside.
No, for sure.
How many times people drive by opportunities not even knowing what's inside? That's where you get to build the platform and be the source. This is how you create win-win opportunities. So phase 2 is design of what you're building for them based on your knowledge. Then 3, development. This is where you activate the model and actually deploy it. You scheduling dates. We having an interest meeting. So if you know till June, and this is where I would say, how many days till June? Can you look that up for me? How many days till June 6th? And you see this phase, and then delivery is the graduation experience, and that's going to be on June 2026. Graduation represents the event signals that Don has moved from someone documenting culture to someone architecting cultural platforms. It is a shift in identity. It's the inflection moment that something changed. The symbol of June 6th, the event marks the moment where Don moves from documentation to platform leadership. We've helped you design the ignition point, but the platform is yours. So here. Okay, cool. I'm going to ask it real quick, create a cheat sheet.
Okay. So why? I want to know why. Why are you asking it to create a cheat sheet?
For this. But for one, I'm asking to create a cheat sheet because as you're going to see, it's going to give me all of the data needed. And remember, I said I really like using other programs like Claude. So this cheat sheet is going to give me, because we just had the discussion and all of the memory and all of the data is in this chat.
For sure.
I needed to summarize all of that so that I can bring it over to another platform.
Okay, cool.
In one fell swoop. So I say, create me a cheat sheet. So now you see, it's like, here's the cheat sheet. Here's the program. Here's the purpose. It's facilitate. I don't know why I keep saying facilitated by ignition zones.
Because you're the conductor. You are facilitating. You're facilitating this because I'm going through your program right now. This is me going through your program. Now my program is going to be created based off of
that framework.
I'm getting my ignition zones right now.
You're getting ignited.
I'm getting ignited.
You're getting ignited.
In the midst. So it gotta say that.
Yes. Yeah. So look, so it says, this is what success looks like. And once you're shooting, now, if I had a little bit more time, I would really take, and this is where I just want to show you the power of what it can do, but I could really take your branding of what you've done so far. Or can you airdrop me your logo? Is that a lot?
No, I can send you.
Yeah, if you could airdrop me your logo, and then you got a website?
I don't.
You don't?
That's what we were discussing. Like,
okay.
So I own my domain, but I don't have a website. So that's what we were also. Okay. That was another conversation we were having. Is like how quickly I seen you build out a website. So I definitely need to get with
Oh no,
we
about to do that right now. So, we're about to get ignited.
So I
said we were getting
logo.
ignited. So we're about to get ignited. Okay, so I have to reference it because it knows me and it's going to talk about me. So I have to reference it for who you are. Okay.
It just came in just at the top. So for those who don't know, which platform did you just go into? I mean, they can see it at the top, but which platform is this?
So this is Anthropic's platform called Claude.
Okay.
And I like Claude. Oh, I was like, wait. Okay, I like Claude. Thank you for sending that. So he just sent me his logo. So I'm going to drop in his logo. Like, you see, he just sent it to me just now.
One is a JPEG and then one is like the trans, like the.
Okay. Here it is. And I'm going to just drop that in real quick.
And why are you dropping the logo?
So I dropped in the logo so it can make it more personalized to you and your brand. Because other than that, I would have to go back and put in all of your brand information.
Okay, so you wouldn't, and this is complete ignorance. Why do it here and not on chat?
Oh, because chat's not going to build. I don't like chats. So I'd rather build it in Claude. I like Claude's aesthetic better than Chat.
So you took the summary.
Yes. So I took the summary, I copied and pasted it.
Okay.
Remember, we created a cheat sheet, and then let me copy and paste this because that's why it's not. I don't need to know the details. It's gonna figure out the details.
Okay.
And then hit copy, and then I'm gonna go. Oh, that's from a previous episode.
I got to make sure I go back and watch that one. It was amazing. She just put some tape.
Okay, here we go. Okay. So cool. Okay, so now while we talk, Claude is going to code in the background. And what else you want to talk about? We could just talk about.
Well, I want to ask you, like, why do you choose the platforms that you use? Like, why Claude? Why do you use those certain platforms? What did you discover on Claude that you didn't like about others? You don't have to necessarily say what you
Well,
didn't.
I mean, to be honest, I'm very, we talked about ecosystems, I'm tapped into a tech ecosystem, and I use a lot of the programs that a lot of the top tech aficionados use. I'm a part of, whenever I go to a networking event, I'm going to ask you, what publications do you listen to? What newsletter are you a part of? Because in those newsletters, for anyone who's like, I don't have an ecosystem, I don't have these things, they are all in the newsletter. Like I was showing somebody last night, she was saying, I'm, studying to get my license. I want to get in real estate. And I was like, oh, that sounds so boring. I was like, do you really want to do all that? I was like, now, if you want to do that, by all means, study away. But if I say I want to go to Bermuda tomorrow and somebody's able to send me to Bermuda, am I going to go be like, well, I can't go to Bermuda because I got to go get my pilot license? Or you can cut that in half through leveraging technology. You can cut that time in half. And then I'm showing you that once you're tapped into the ecosystem is what fuels that dream. Like, you know what I thought about? Like, if you plant an apple seed, because I once heard one of my mentors say that you can count how many seeds are in an apple, but you can't count how many apples are in a seed. So I was eating fruit and I was like, here's an apple seed. And you put it into the ground, and right next to it, you can plant an orange seed. Now, both of them are seeds. Both of them are going to grow, but they're going to grow two different types of fruit, but they're literally right next to each other. So I was very intrigued, was like, how does the apple know to be an apple, and how does the orange know to be an orange? And then I start looking at DNA, and I start understanding that DNA is so many chromosomes, like 43 chromosomes, right? Or is it 43? 46? It's somewhere. Oh goodness. Don't give me the lie. We gotta ask chat.
Ask chat how many bones are in the body.
We gotta ask chat. So okay.
Y'all put it in the chat. Y'all put it in the comments how many bones.
But whatever it is, I realize it's a genetic code. And in that seed is the genetic code to know what to ask from the soil to create what needs to be created. And the apple is smart enough to know that it doesn't need what's in the orange, and the orange is smart enough to know that it doesn't need that genetic code, that they got two separate genetic codes. So it really helped me to look at DNA totally different, because if every cell of our body is made up of DNA, it's the genetic code of who we are. And you draw from the universe what you need, but you have to explicate it and say it. As long as you keep your vision unclear and hidden, you can't see the openness of what is there. So how do we take this thing, pie in the sky? I just strategize with AI to make it true. And places like Claude, which I'm tapped into newsletters, which tell me the latest and the greatest technology, places like Claude help to make it pretty when you're taking that message out to other people. Because what may happen sometimes is you're not clear on your vision. So you go to other people and you sound just as unclear, and they looking like, I ain't putting my money on that, because they got a lot of things to figure out. And everybody know that 0 to 1 is a lot of figuring out. And their thing as an investor, they're like, we need to mitigate our risk. So we'll let you go on over there and figure that out, and then call us when you're done. So speaking of figuring that out, it's one thing, Don, if I say, hey, Don, what you doing? What you got going? And you say, I don't know, Jess. Or it's another thing where you can say, well, Jessica, I have a pilot program that's going on. Here's a little bit more information about the 4-phase journey of my pilot program that I have going on. Hey, Jess, do you see being a part of this as we culminate this experience June 6th? It is a 6-week pilot program that we're focusing on, and I need help putting it together. Here are my pillars that I'm going to focus on: media, community, and here's the opportunity that you can be a part. Doesn't this sound a little bit more secure and something that I've been dreaming about, thinking about, and something you could see the steps to make it happen?
These are my little thoughts, and I can see my thoughts. Like, these are things I thought I haven't put into place. Like, these are things I haven't even wrote anywhere, and it's here. So that's amazing. I know for a fact these are things that I've thought of. I never thought on how to even elaborate on a thought. Mm-hmm. So I think that's one of the bigger things is, like, this has been in my head. I've tried to type it a million different ways in chat, just trying to extract it however I can. But to see it this way is a different level of, like, understanding on, oh no, this is a framework. This is something that I can, oh no, who want to get behind it?
Yes, because now you can start seeing, you can send this right now. I mean, we got to fix it up a little bit more, but you can send this right now. This is what I like to call an MVP, a minimum viable product, because the person that you're talking to with the capital knows that you just need money. Like, oh, they got the right idea. If they just had a couple more dollars, they get it together. So what happens is people like, let me get it together before I show anybody, right? I want to get it together. Now, what I did ask it to do is I said, can you develop a landing page? So I kind of cheated a little bit, and because I got to go in. I see it's going to take a minute. So I wanted to make sure that we were able to get this in the context of the conversation. But I got it creating a landing page, the copy for the landing page, because that's why I'm using Claude. Now, this is nice, it's cute, and I can give it to you as a PDF, but I like making my stuff interactive. And interactive meaning it's me and you. And two, there are two parts to the business as well. When I raise capital, every part of the business is not front-facing. So there is a front-facing part of your business, and there is a back part of your business. The front-facing part is what people see. The back-facing part is what people actually have to do. Okay. Hold on. We are about to pull it up. Let me see. Okay. And I'm just trying to, so my next thing is okay. I did not mean to do this, but okay. Okay, so the next thing we got is Lovable. Lovable is one of my favorite news sites. I'm in love with Lovable.
Hold on, time out. I got to get back to him. How do we get here? What site? What's this?
Okay.
I'm here for y'all. I'm here for y'all chat. I'm here for y'all audience.
Okay, so once we went through building out your program, and we got a one-sheeter for your program, right?
Okay.
This is why I like Claude. Because Claude did this. Notice I was chatting with ChatGPT. ChatGPT did not give me a visual like this.
For sure.
So I asked Claude, based on that, give me copy. And copy is like the text that you would say. And as much as I do love Claude, but I feel like we can do even better with Lovable. So we're going to go to Lovable next, but I'm going to show you what Claude created. So I was like, it's great. We got that one-sheeter, but I need a website. Because how you get out to market is through a website. So here's what it created. So here is the website that it created for me. Oh, wait, I was supposed to put in your, okay. I was supposed to put in your, did I put in your, why doesn't it show your logo? But look at this. Look at this. So 10 cohort seats available. Apply right now. Here are the program.
And for the viewers, cohort.
So cohort is a group of individuals that agree to go through the entire experience of taking someone from start to finish. How do I take you through a transformation in 6 weeks or whatever time you deem? Because remember I said it's Parkinson's law. It's any time that you deem. How long will it take someone to see a result? So honestly, when you start planning it out, do you think this is something you have to wait till June 6th to do?
No. And the reason I say no is because only I guess the cohorts, the cohort.
Cohort.
Cohort. I think
cohort.
And this is complete limits and beliefs would be my that would be my thing. That would be my like, oh, who can I get? Can I actually get 10 people to agree for me to walk them through?
That's it.
I mean, that would be my only. That's like.
So look, let's go back to the website you just created for because I'm talking about. I mean, we making this real. So look, this is your website. Look. How long did it take?
That's cool.
Look, it says the transformation purpose becomes obvious when the right container is built. And look, so you connect the person with the podcast. Look, it's putting you out. Here's the 4-phase journey. And then we can change it where it's not so literal, because right now it's real literal. I don't need it to be that literal. So this is where we can change it and customize it. But just for something it created in a matter of minutes. This is where you're going to spend your time going back and revising it and like, okay, let me make the text bigger, take out some of the things, add some things. And then the thing is, it's already mobile ready. So I know I just kind of said this and you're just like, okay, great, Jess. I don't know if I can use it, right? Look, it got apply for the pilot, right? Because once they see the message back, you're like, oh, shoot, let me go build the pilot. So look,
what did you just show me?
What? This is your website that from an idea you've been thinking. But okay, so I'm not gonna lie. When I click apply, it's not gonna take me to the right place. So I need to build what's called a back end. So this is the front end. This looks so pretty and beautiful, but I need to do a back end so when someone actually hits apply, it's somewhere for them to go.
So now where are you going to do that?
So now I'm going to a site called Lovable.
Okay.
So this just gave me some really nice copy. And now I'm going to go to this website called Lovable. Okay, hold on. It's taking a little bit longer than...
No, this is completely... Like, I'm on the show right now. This shout out to Mr. David Thornton. She's literally building a website right now online. Don Talk Listen has an entire website. We're having an event June 6th, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I hope the studio is booked. I was just showing him the power of setting a date. And all we did, he threw out a date. I asked him a random date. He didn't even know what. I just said, throw out a date. And so now we're working on how power presence equals purpose. So now we're going to this site called Lovable. Lovable.dev is one of my favorite sites because it can take what you just saw. And I like what, do you think this could work? I mean, is this your brand colors though?
Green, black, and white. Yeah, this definitely could work. I mean, I would probably have like the glasses and the other stuff, but
so I'm gonna say, please use the logo. Please include. Now, the only thing, and it probably will. If you didn't send me the logo with it, the background where you can't see.
I sent both. So you had both.
The transparent. Where did it go?
Probably in your downloads.
I don't see.
You need me to resend it?
Yes, because I don't know where it went. Oh, wait. It may have gone to I think it went to my desktop. No. Okay. Okay, there it is. Okay. Oh, they're right there. Okay. So I told it, I was like, you know what? I said, please be sure to use the logo.
I didn't know please was an option.
Anything else that you have that you want to change?
No. Because in all honesty, even though it says facilitated by Ignition Zones, I want that there. Like, I want that there because I'm coming through your program. Mm-hmm. I want it to be known that I came through your program.
Thank you.
It has to be known that this was built by.
Okay, so now the reason it does look cohesively the same, and I probably should have done that, but it does look the same because what I did in Claude is, okay, it created this, and you see I'm at the eyeball. I went over to this. This shows me the code. This is what you take to copy, or you can hit copy right here. And I inputted it in
where
Lovable.
Did you go to copy?
So yeah, so I went to copy right here.
Okay.
And then now I can take this to Lovable. And Lovable, because I gave it, it's going to build the exact same thing because I gave it. But I probably should have seen what Lovable would have created. But so you've already kind of seen it, and it's going to create the same thing right in Lovable. But the difference in Lovable, now, this will take too much to set up in this thing. But the difference here is that I can set up straight through my Stripe.
Are you about to show that?
Mm-hmm.
Does it have to be Stripe? Can it be?
I think it's easiest with Stripe. Their integration.
Okay.
Their integration with Lovable and Stripe is seamless.
Okay.
And what's going to happen is the reason I said use an example placeholder because it's already connected to my Stripe.
Okay.
But it's going to create a place where people can check out. And once you have that, what more do you need?
Nothing. Send it out. Put it at the end of every episode.
Exactly. Exactly.
Create a commercial.
Exactly. So now it creates your to-do list. So now when people say, what are you doing? You're getting ready for January 6th or June 6th. So now when a random person comes on a random show on a Saturday and asks you what you got going, you now can say, I got a pilot program that I'm preparing for June 6th graduation. Do you want to be a part of the ride? Do you not think they'll be like, hell yeah, here's my resources. But it took you having a date. It took you setting a vision. It took you getting these things together. And you saw this is a matter of 40 minutes that we got this together. We can connect your Stripe and people can start purchasing now. People aren't purchasing from you because they can't. You haven't created an avenue for them too. This is what I created Ignition Zones for, so that we can work with visionary leaders and stop taking it from a good thought that we think about to something that's to done. Something that didn't take. How much money did you have to spend?
I don't know how much you paying for these platforms, but I
I'm paying
appreciate
a
you.
lot.
But no, I mean, just even to have a thought process, even on the simpler side, even going through chat and having the initial clarity of what's not going on. I think that alone was time. That was way past the time that like I said, I've been trying to study this. I've been making all these different chats and trying to get to this thing that I want to do. And it's like, what is the thing that I want to do? Because
it'll leave you, like, have you ever been to the airport and they delayed the landing of a plane?
Yes.
What did they do?
Well, that's so crazy. I've never had that experience until last weekend. That is wild that you just asked me that. We flew around the airport for a minute, and then they actually diverted the plane because it took us so long that we had to go fly an hour away, sit on the thing, let them fill up the gas, and then it took us out. So it took a 2-hour flight, took me 6 hours.
Just because they started doing random shit.
Yeah,
like,
so
they was like, we're going to go here, we're going to go there, we're going to go,
They flew around the airport for like 30 minutes, and then they was like, you know what, we about to run out of gas. So let's fly an hour away, and let's sit on the tarmac over there and fill up on gas. And gave everybody like, yeah, y'all can go get some food. Y'all got 15 minutes to get back, and if y'all don't be back in 15 minutes, we pulling off. And I'm like...
Was it Spirit?
No,
it felt like something that would happen. Yes.
But we'll take some sponsorships if you guys.
I know that part. So I did go back. If you want to look at it one last time of something tangible that you can walk away with. So we did upgrade your website.
Okay. And this is through
Lovable. And so it did add your logo. I don't like it. I'd rather the logo. So this is where we do need to work with a designer. Because I'd rather your logo be where they have Don Talk. Listen.
Okay.
I'd rather that be your logo. But it did add your logo in the corner. And it's so cool. So here's your website. And the cool part is when you're ready to submit an application.
Now, would you use this as just a lead generator?
So this can tie into Go High Level.
Okay. So it could be your CRM. So you collect every day.
You direct it from here, and it will go build out your whole funnel from here. What you would do is you can give it a backdoor key. So you remember how I just asked you to Hari window? Really, that was me asking for your backdoor key to your subconscious. Really, that's really what I did. I asked for the backdoor key to your subconscious. So there's this thing called API that is the back door to a lot of your systems. Platforms like Lovable work with, you would just put the key to that back door in Lovable, which gives permission to that AI agent over here to use and pull and source that information. So now I just asked it, and the reason I had to ask it this way is so it wouldn't connect to my Stripe. But I just said to give me an example. So now when I apply for the cohort, you said what?
No, I was wanting them to see it.
Okay, so now I can apply for the cohort, and you see it takes me here. I enter the information, and it now goes in, and it can be applied to my CRM. It can now send me an email right away if I want to reserve my seat.
It already got what made it build out its own price list and everything?
Yes, I would have. If I have a Stripe placeholder right here, so that's why it's not going to Stripe.
Okay.
But if I would have let it go to my Stripe, it would build out a whole thing where the checkout page is already there. The checkout page would have already been there, connected to your Stripe, which is connected to your bank account.
And they use the word builder and architect based off me working with the Construction Kings.
Because it read you. And so that's why I ask it for the cheat sheet, because it's going to give me those nuances. Those are going to be the things that make it custom, where it's not like I didn't go in here and say, build me a website. I came in with custom specialized information, and that's how we were able to get here so fast. So now you have a website that, and I'm going to just ask you what number. I know I'm asking you as we bring this to a close, what number are you going to walk away with on June 26th? June 6th. 2026.
What number am I going to walk away with? I mean, are we going with the prices? At this point, I feel like you're my manager. I don't know if I should be asking, like, we got $497. I don't see no give. We're not giving away no basic packages. We're going one that, if we're going $197, we're not even selling those figures. We're selling all $497. So $497 at 10 people, what's that, 5 racks?
Oh, but then we did a SWOT analysis. There's other opportunities. So remember, there's merch, there's sponsors, remember, we got the ecosystem. Everybody that they're going to need when they graduate
is going to be there.
I can even, and you just close your eyes and write down the brands of everybody in this studio, they brands. Don't they need to be there as people you're graduating qualified podcast users? Wouldn't it be great if I was just at the mall the other day and there's a broadcaster store? Wouldn't it be great they can come and have an activation and show these budding students that just finished your cohort all the equipment that they need? Wouldn't it be great if I just showed you in the other episode how you shoot your shot through AI?
And I would also say Ignition Zones is going to be there so they can actually get ignited.
So why are we limiting to the number of people that can fit in that room? Give me a number that you're going to walk away with June 6, 2026.
Sheesh.
See how it becomes so much more expansive? And now you got an actual tool you can walk away with. How much money are you walking away with on June 6, 2026? You tell me. You tell me. And I need to add a countdown in here too.
So, I'm going to say God is amazing. I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday. A lot of people don't know this. I still go clock in somewhere. I don't even really tell people that. I still go clock in somewhere. And somebody asked me at my job, they was like, bro, why do you keep coming in here? Like, why are you here? And I was like, bro, why are you here? What you mean, bro? I need to get money. But it was like I just don't see why you here. Like, it just don't even seem like you. And I was like, because I'm 65. I'm 65 in the hole. And not 6,500. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the clearance of that. So that 5 that I said I wanted because of that, I'm gonna put a clearance of like an 80 ball, like 80K. And it's not even that crazy to think that when I think about,
because you remember you just went weeks teaching them what to do. So you're handing over Sony, hey, I just trained these people that are gonna buy your products. Can you set up a sponsorship, scholarship, something? And then that way I'm going to videotape them doing it and track their results. So we're going to talk about it. Now, everybody who helped to make that happen and possible, right? So as we talk about the
I'm supposed to be switching. My bad, y'all. I'm over here not switching. I'm over here having a moment. Y'all ain't seen no switch on camera.
As you get in here talking about your vision and your dream, do you not see how people can readily see themselves a part of it? David can see himself a part of it. 10 people, your previous guests can see themselves a part of it. They got enough time, June 6th, clear your schedule, book your flights. This is a graduation. Give them a party. This is what you do. This is why you come to Get Ignited. This is how I ignite visionary leaders. This is how we go from thinking about something to done. You have your website. We hit publish. It's yours. Let's go. So if you need to go through this, my name is Jessica Myers. You want to show them your website one last time before we get out?
That was built along this entire show.
Yes, that we built.
And honestly, it would have been quicker. We were in between. We were having conversations. I was asking more dialogue about how to do some of these things. So really, I'm going to say half the time this would have taken. This would have taken half the time if I wouldn't have interrupted you.
So look, this is the website we were able to create for him. Like I said, we got to go back and add a few things. But look, it's created. And we already got a countdown.
You didn't have to add. The countdown is on there.
No, I did ask. I did add it.
Are you
I did add that. I did add that on the side. I did ask her to create a countdown.
See, she was typing.
But I wanted to put your butt on the line because you know you got 84 days. And how many cohorts can we do in the next 84 days? Because the graduation is coming. And you have no excuse.
Wow.
You have no excuse. Wow. It can book back in to your go high level to capture the leads. You can book in your Stripe so that when you wake up, you can just see how many people booked. You email this out. You put this with your things. This is the point of a SWOT analysis where we're able to see the strengths of the idea, the weaknesses, the opportunities, the threats. What comes against it. I know we took a longer time on this episode, but I wanted you guys to see how pie in the sky, like we said at the airport, you can be wandering around to landing the plane. And this, ladies and gentlemen, Ignition Zones is a place you can go to land the plane. Because as you can see, we're going to tap in to see just how his event is coming for June 6, 2026. As always, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like these. And tell me what else. I want to see what your Jahari window said about you. Write it down in the DMs or in the chat below. And as always, you know you got it. Let's get it. Let's go.